In the previous video, we talked about what African countries can learn about exporting culture. In this video, let's focus on the how. How can countries like Nigeria, for instance, export their culture successfully? The first point is messaging. Now, at the foundation of everything that we are talking about is what you want people to think or perceive about your country. And you cannot successfully do that if you don't have a message or an image, a brand, if you will, that you want to pass across. The second point is funding. We need to figure out how to fund all these projects. The British Council does a very good job of having a Friends of the Council model where people can donate, but also builds upon taxpayer dollars. Korea does the same thing. It dedicates a certain amount of money every year to funding these projects. Nigeria may not have the resources, but it needs to figure out the how. It could do this through generating donor funds, working with individual partners or foundations to raise money, or could set apart some portion of its annual budget to make sure that some of these cultural products get out to other parts of the world. The third point is cultural hubs. We need to create cultural hubs, especially in cities around the world that have significant diaspora presences. Imagine, for instance, if we had a Nigerian cultural center in New York, London, Toronto, and Atlanta, these places where we have lots of Nigerians already present. Imagine the difference that could make. And the final point is institutionalization. We need to figure out a way to make this an institution and not just the idea of one administration, where the UK has the British Council, Korea has the Korean Cultural Center, France has Alliance Francaise, and other institutions that make sure it is possible that from generation to generation, its culture continues to spread across the world. Nigeria can do the same. Earlier, I talked about the Nigerian Cultural Center. Imagine if we had this in different parts of the world as an institution that lasts beyond any administration, and from generation to generation, we know that it will always be there. These are all the things that make it possible for us to export our culture successfully to other parts of the world.